Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Gentleman here, and I just want to apologize for the sort of lack of consistency in upload schedule. I've been really busy lately, and yesterday was the first day I actually missed uploading a video since I started, so I apologize for that. I'll try not to let it happen too much, but, sometimes things happen. It's not like anyone cares, to be honest. I don't really think it's that big of an issue, but I am trying to stay consistent, so I apologize for that. So anyways, I just have a quick story time for you guys today, and this story time takes place a couple years back, and my friends and I were out at this camp, right? And, we had a whole bunch of activities planned, one of which was doing a hike because we were out in the mountains. And this hike, it was kind of depressing because it was supposed to be like full of trees and whatnot. There was a bunch of forest fires out there previously, so it was not especially full of trees. It was kind of just walking up a rock, which that's kind of what a mountain is. It's just a big rock, but it's a rock that has like trees and stuff on it, and there was no trees on this mountain, so it was a little interesting. But anyways, we're going up, and my entire friend group was there pretty much, and one of the guys who was with us, I believe I've mentioned him before on this channel. He used to hang out with us sometimes, but like nowadays we're kind of like not friends with him. He did some things that none of us really are happy with, and we don't really like him that much anymore. But he was with us at the time because he was like sort of part of the friend group at the time. It was a whole situation, but he was with us on this camp, and nothing's going wrong, and we're just walking up this mountain, all just having fun. But the issue with this guy is before the camp had started, like the group had expressed possibly like maybe not so much wanting him to come with us because he'd been doing some questionable things as of late. But like we got really offended over that when he found out. But like we kind of just told him like don't do stuff like that and we won't have an issue and like you can come with us. And so he ended up coming with us, and there wasn't that like any problems with him thus far. So, he came with us, and we were on this hike, and it was a good time. And we got to the top of this mountain, and there was just like a nice view of like the rest of the mountains and like the town that was around it. But it was super windy up there. Like, you had the wind just like blowing in your ears, and you could just hear the wind and like basically nothing else unless you're yelling at each other. Like there's this video that my friend took of me and my other friend just like yelling at each other like some dramatic anime speech, but you can't hear anything because his phone microphone keeps getting like absolutely destroyed by the wind. So it's literally just us staring at each other from what it looks like in the video, but we are saying things, you just can't hear it. So anyways, we're up here and we're just kind of like, eating our food that we packed. And this one guy, the guy who we didn't really know if we wanted him to come, we see him, we don't know where he is, and then we see him and he's standing over the edge, like really dangerously close to the edge of this mountain, and it is a cliff. And it is very windy. And like, obviously the people who were leading this camp were asking us like, hey, where is he? And we at first didn't know, so we're like, I don't know. We start looking around for him, because we're just over here playing with this chipmunk, because this chipmunk literally came up and just sat right next to us. And we got our trail mix. We'd occasionally like give it a peanut or something. And, this chipmunk was just chilling with us. We called him Alvin. Alvin was our homie. He was just chilling with us. And then these people who were leading the camp start asking us, like, where's this other guy? And we're like, I don't know. So we start looking for him. And we see him standing over the cliff. And everyone, like, especially the leaders of this camp, they were convinced that the counselors, that's what the word is. I keep forgetting the word counselor. They were convinced that he was going to jump off this cliff. So they start yelling at him. They're like, do not jump. Do not jump. Like, back away from the cliff. Like, it's okay. It's okay. And we're just like, what the fuck? Like, we had no reason to believe that he'd just, like, jump off a cliff, but I don't know if he was even going to. Maybe he was just standing there. Who knows? But, like, he kind of stood there for a couple more seconds as they were yelling at him, but then he came back, and we asked him, like, bro, you okay? And he's like, yeah, I was just, like, over at the cliff. And we're like, all right, man, whatever you say. But everyone seemed very convinced that he was about to jump off this mountain. But he didn't, and he's fine to this day, and he lived on to do many other questionable things, which I may or may not talk about at some point on this channel. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.